Hey, what's up guys? Today on Iceberg TV, we're here at Robbins Park. Yesterday I filmed a video and I decided to add a little crow hop slash pro step to my backhand run up, and I was immediately seeing distance gains, a lot more speed, like immediately out of the hand. I pretty much instantly noticed I was throwing much harder. Today we're going to focus on the fairway drivers, the mids, and the putters, and see how that crow hop translates into the slower discs. I'm really thinking I'll be able to get just longer, straighter, pushier shots, which is one of those lofty kind of goals that I had, for myself, is I want to really be able to stretch those mids out to 350, fairway drivers eventually to 400, and really stretch the distances out of my slower discs. That's a good start. This is a pretty treacherous hole with OB on both sides. If you missed yesterday's video, the whole point of adding that little mini crow hop is so I can have a little bit of sort of up and down motion, so I can have more downward pressure onto my plant foot. Now I find for me, it makes it a lot easier for me to plant, or at least that's how it feels initially. That little bit of arcing motion into the plant is making it easier for me to apply that nice strong downward pressure into my plant. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. I guess to some standards this isn't parked, but realistically should make these. That's a good birdie to start off on hole one. Definitely a good little confidence builder. I've been really enjoying this. Even this putter's like the floppiest thing ever. Flies nice and straight. When it lands, it sits. This hole's on a little bit of a peninsula, so this kind of disc, when there's so much rollaway potential, can actually be really useful. Hole two is a blind shot. You can't really see the pin. You really just want to carry basically dead straight up the left side of the fairway, maybe hang something out slightly to the right and let it sort of finish at the end. This Elite Z XS has been going pretty straight for me. See ya. I think that just kicked off that and just kicked right towards the pin. Let's see where that landed. All right, after drilling the electric pole to be inside circle 2 is definitely a bit of a gift. Try and take advantage here. almost fell and drained it. Hole 3 usually calls for just a nice little overstable forehand, but instead we'll go with the overcomplicated backhand turnover line. Oh, not quite enough turn. It got pinned high, but it didn't hold the turn quite long enough. I can't play this hole and not do at least one forehand. Elite Z Reaper. And that's basically how it's done. That hit off the bridge, skipped off the bridge, went over the OB, and then came right in pin high. So the DD3 barely, we've got the pin here, so it was exactly pin high, but then just barely skipped into the water at the end. And then the Elite Z Reaper was just absolutely parked, basically a tap in. Hole 4, you can either go straight at the pin or this little baby hyzer up the right side. So we'll try and take the Wizard. It's a bit more stable than my other putters, and we'll just try and walk right towards this right side and ideally hit the gap. I'm getting very lucky today. I just missed everything. Now I've only been doing the little crow hop again for about, a day and a half, 2 days, give or take. But where I really feel like it's the most beneficial is on max power shots with a fast run up, because it makes it easier to plant. But then also those very down tempo shots, like what I did there, with just a mini little hop, helps you also plant. So it's like, it just really reinforces a consistent plant foot. In those sort of mid distances, I don't think it makes a huge difference for me, but the timing feels really good on slow putter shots and then like max power distance driver shots. All right, Wizard was absolutely parked. That's a shot I'm pretty proud of. I know I kind of got lucky on the right side, but definitely walked straight towards that right side hit the gap, and found the birdie. And this entire course is on a slant. So if you mess up your shot on basically any of these holes, you just slide down into the water and go OB. Hole 5, 250 feet. We've got a gap to hit very early off the tee. Typically want to use something a bit straight to stable. You want to hit the gap going straight, but then kind of dump towards the left of the basket at the end. We got the Gila. Oh, I like that. Bit stable, but not a bad line.
What? The yellow one? Mine's the yellow one.
Hole 6 at Robbins is a hole that I always look forward to. It's got a really bizarre and unique shot shape where you need to hit an understable disc straight up the fairway nice and high, because you really need the height to sort of creep up this hill. This disc has been flipping on me, so the Elite Z XS. I'll give it a little toss here. Normally if you hit one of these trees, you just pew, all the way down into the water. Like all of these holes early in the course, you can just roll away into the water. We'll also try flippy-ish Sidewinder. Ooh. All right, 2 very solid shots. This course can be absolutely devastating during tournaments because this whole thing just keeps going super far. Basically, you have a big OB that stretches through the entire course. And we have all these trees in the fairway, so you can throw pretty solid shots and really make a good effort, but then just roll into the OB. So if you've ever played a tournament here, you can understand how frustrating that might be. This Discraft Elite Z XS has been flying really well. Really feel like I'm starting to figure it out. Right now the course is being nice to me, but I don't expect that to last forever. This course can seriously just, you can throw good shots and it can just be so brutal with the rollaway potential. Massive, just big thing of OB on almost every hole. I don't expect the luck to last forever. All right, hole 7 is pretty much just an easy little chip forehand if you got it, like with a Felon or a Firebird or any overstable 9-speed. We'll go with the same XS on the extremely difficult backhand line instead. Come on, stay turned. That's what makes this backhand super tough. You want something that's gonna just really stay turned over, and it's a very touchy shot. Iced it again. Hopefully the camera can see the basket because I'm pretty sure I just blasted it in there. Let's go. Oh, that's pretty sweet right there. Look how it just stuck in there perfectly. I've broken 2 leopards in the last 2 weeks. This one is stable, it's durable, and it's absolute money. All right, hole 9. This is gonna be our last hole of the video. It's kind of just a weird pushing fluky hyzer, but I will say this Crow Hop Pro Step, particularly with my putters, mids, and fairways, I just feel like the timing is really easy. I'm sure there's a few things breaking down because it's adding a little bit more speed and athleticism to it. And I'm really gonna mindfully, once I get used to the hop, try and re-add in all those other elements that I feel like I kind of had perfected before adding the hop. But I really do think there's something to it, and maybe it's not for everybody, but it really does feel like something that is adding timing, control, spin, and speed. And at the end of the day, the whole goal of the game is to score, and you need to be able to push for these birdies to score. And right now, at the current state of my game, my putting's pretty good. My upshots, I would say, are very high level. My scrambling's pretty high level, but I just don't have that explosive scoring potential. And I think adding in this hop, although other things might get slightly worse temporarily, I do think I'm drastically increasing my scoring potential. So we've got this really cool Sidewinder here. You guys, Innova fans, will have to let me know. It's like an opaque Champ Star blend. It's got the patent numbers on it. It feels like a brand new CE Sidewinder, But you guys will have to let me know. It's penned SW, penned 170, like super old run of Sidewinder. But you guys let me know. Is this Champion Edition Candy Pro? What is this thing? Go. I don't think I've ever parked this hole before. If I've ever parked this hole, that was it right there. All right, guys, that's 9 holes at Robbins Park. Overall, Crow Hop with basically every time I throw is just feeling ever so more comfortable. I feel like yesterday it really helped me kind of stretch out my distance. And today I really did feel like I was getting nice, crispy, clean, sort of powerful direct lines with even my slower discs. I think I need to add a few more understable discs to the bag so I can really kind of hit those longer turning shots. I think maybe my Meteor is almost there, but maybe add in the RPM Pia Waka Waka, maybe add the Maverick back into the bag as far as flippy fairways go, maybe add a flippy Crave back into the bag. A Fission Crave might be good. So yeah, I definitely want to get something that'll kind of hold the turn left to right on backhand a little bit longer. But overall, I really think that this method is something that's going to be good for my game long term. I feel like my scoring potential is going to get better. My putt feels good. All aspects of my game I'm pretty happy with, except for my backhand scoring potential. And I think that adding in the Crow Hop, Pro Step, whatever you want to call it, is going to eventually, if not already, increase my scoring potential, particularly on longer holes and straighter holes. So that's the focus right now. But anyway, you guys are watching Iceberg TV. I'll see you guys in the next video. Check out my sponsors, Disc Golf Deals USA and Berg's Bags. You can save money at all the links in the description below. I also have waterproof shoes. If you want to know what I wear, there's a link down there for that as well. I'll see you guys in the next video, and take care.